come get ready for me for today. We don't really have any plans, but it's always nice to get ready. I already prepped my face with my sunscreen. I don't really have a primer that I love. I'm gonna go in with the Forever Skin Glow by Dior on the shade 0 in. I'm gonna pump that on the back of my hand and really just kind of work it in with my brush. I use the It Cosmetic brush and I just really work it in the back of my hand to just warm it up, and then I'm going to apply it all over my face. With this, I do like to use more of a stippling motion. I feel like this kind of helps cover a little bit more of my acne scars or active acne that I have at the moment. I feel like I used to love using a beauty blender over a brush, but I feel like the brush will move the product where I felt like the beauty blender would just like absorb more of my product. So we're gonna go ahead and just stipple it like all over the face. Okay, and then I like to go in with a cream bronzer next. I'm not really into like a contour because I feel like it makes me look too ashy. I probably just haven't found like the right one. So for what I use to contour is just a bronzer, which really works for me because it like warms up my face. I'm going to be using the Love's Beige by Chanel. I get the one in the medium. I felt like the light just really wasn't doing a lot for me. And then I also use this Morphe brush because it's like weirdly shaped angled. And I just get it, take it, dip it into the plant, and then I just really conjure out like my face. In addition to putting the bronzer like on the higher parts of my cheeks, I also put it on my forehead. I have a huge forehead, so this is what I feel like helps make it look a little smaller, as well as when I'm spray tan, it all like kind of flows better into like my skin. I will also go down like the bridge of my nose with it as well. Okay, and then for cream blush, we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics one. I loved her makeup line. It was phenomenal. I absolutely adored it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that. I also used to blend it out the Anastasia 830 brush because it's like that real, like, it's almost like a foundation brush but a little smaller. I put mine all over my cheeks and my forehead, and then also the tip of my nose. Also, don't pay too much mind to the background. I have currently a lot of junk in this room. Like, we have our closet doors, a treadmill that we don't use that I would like to get back into using. I'm just not really in like a working out mood lately. And we'll just go ahead and blend that all out. I like to blend all the way up underneath my eyes because I know like once I add like the concealer, it'll look really good. I'm also love a good blush. Like, I love blush so much. Like, the one thing I can never have enough of is blush. So drop y'all's favorite blush recommendations. I would love to check them out. And then for concealers, I actually use two. I use the Clinique Even Better in the shade 01. Love this one. And then I also put, to brighten it, the e.l.f. one. I think this is like their Camel Concealer. I don't know what shade it is. It's the lightest one. And then I blend it out with, it's actually the Putty Primer Applicator by e.l.f. But I feel like it works so well for concealer. I like this e.l.f. Clinique one because I feel like it's like my exact shade. So I do like a little triangle to brighten up the area. Triangle down my nose and my lip area, especially right here because I lose a lot of foundation on my chin and I go up on my cheeks. And then to brighten it, I will go in with the e.l.f. one. And I just kind of put it like right there, maybe like a couple dots here. And then I just blend it all out. I feel like everyone has a different way of like how they like to blend it out. I feel like for me, I have to start with my chin area first to blend out, and then work my way up, and I do my eye area last, just to kind of help prevent with creasing. I do know if you want like a good hydrated under eye, the more products like you put to like at the beginning, like when you start your makeup, like the hydration, that's usually what will help with that. My skin though has been extremely dry, so I'm not entirely sure what's been going on with that. We just worked it all the way just like that, and I like to go up with it to kind of create like that lift. And then for like really set my under eye, I like to go in with the Fenty lavender one, and I like to start actually with a brush and then kind of in the same way work it in the back of my hand to like get off the excess, and then just like gently pat it in my under eye. I feel like this makes more of like that flawless look than just going in with the sponge at first. And then from here, I'll take the sponge with the little bit of powder left over, just dab it in there, and then dab directly underneath, just really making sure to dab it until it's completely blend out. But it usually blends a lot better since we already went in with that first like round of powder. Making sure to get in my trouble areas and just really blending it out. Then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and set like my whole face with the powder. I used the Lady Beige like B10 one. The next thing that I set with like the powder, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. And kind of in the same way, I'm going to work that over where I put that cream bronzer. I like to just do it very lightly. I feel like this one does get a little too heavy too fast, but I'm just going to put it everywhere I put the cream bronzer originally. And then I like to go in with a powder blush because I feel like now that everything's blended, you kind of lose it. I love the Jaclyn Hill one. I'm probably going to go in with the shade Fantasy and French Kiss and like just mix them. But those two are my absolute favorite. And then I'm just going to apply that everywhere. I also put in the cream bronzer. I like to kind of go up and then into like my apples just because I like that lifted effect. And then I also like to top it up with the Becca highlighter by Jaclyn Hill. I miss Becca and I miss Jaclyn Hill. And if anybody has one of these, I would love to buy it from you. I'm hit pan and I broke this one and I love them so much. So I use it very sparsely. I just tap over for that beautiful shine. Just gorgeous. Same thing, I like to go in with the Jaclyn Hill translucent one. If anybody has one of these, same thing. I would love to buy it off of you. I use a little sponge and I like to really go underneath where I had already contoured everything. It's more like a contour just to really make those products like go. And I go a little bit under my eye, not too much. I feel like I definitely love this product so much. A final step for my foundation base routine is this Jaclyn Hill Extra Loose Highlighter. I like to take a little. This stuff is amazing. And I also take like a little Morphe fan little brush. Take it, I have to tap it, and I like to really work it like in this little corner. I'm too dry oily combination to do like a wet makeup girl look. It would not look good with me like throughout the hours, so this is kind of like how I like obtain like looking like that wet. It's like kind of apply a generous amount to like my whole forehead area, my under eye. Like just it gives like glowy skin. I love it. Chef's kiss. And the next video I'm gonna go over my eyes. I'm thinking like a brighter look, like maybe my eyes and my lips, and just like complete the whole look.